Selamat pagi dan selamat datang ke Bandar Udara Komodo di Labuan Bajo. My name is Hugo and today I'm going to be taking a flight on board Batik Air from here in Labuan Bajo to Denpasar, Bali. It's been a few years since I've flown on Batik Air here in Indonesia, so looking forward to seeing what it's like these days. So without further ado, let's head inside and check in. Now inside the terminal, which opened near the end of 2015, check-in was easy to locate. It was pretty quick and so was security. But I do want to talk about the online check-in process and pre-departure experience. So online check-in opens only 12 hours before departure, as opposed to the standard 24 or 48, and can only be done through Book Cabin. So I think Book Cabin was launched early last year by the Lion Air Group, which owns Batik Air. So I think now online check-in and maybe some other booking managing features can now only be done with some airlines through Book Cabin, which is interesting. Anyway, Airside was pretty nice. There's a good amount of places to do some shopping, get some souvenirs and get something to eat or drink. There's my ride to Bali. Papa Kilo Lima Uniform Papa is a 2017 built Airbus A320-214 which was built in Toulouse and delivered new to Batik Air. This aircraft is equipped with CFM engines and sharklets. Batik Air, which is different to Batik Air Malaysia, currently has 63 aircraft in its fleet. The backbone of their fleet is A320 CEOs, of which they currently have 47. They also have just a singular A320 Neo, though they have a lot more in order. But it seems like deliveries were paused due to COVID and haven't yet been resumed, and I don't know when they will be. They've also got A321 Neos on order. But currently in their fleet they've also got one A330-300 and 14 737-800s, though I think they're going to be transferred to Batik Air Malaysia.
Dari Denpasar, Batik Air, on flight number ID633 from Denpasar, Thank you.
Boarding started a few minutes late. Hello, how are you? Terima kasih. My boarding pass had a group, but they didn't seem to use groups. We stood in the jet bridge for a little while. Hello, how are you?
Thank you. I'm good.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Welcome on board one of Batik Air's A320 CEOs, which feature 12 business class seats in a 2-2 configuration, followed by 144 economy seats in a 3-3 configuration. Hello, selamat pagi. I believe the seat model is the Collins Aerospace Pinnacle, but I'm not sure, please correct me if I'm wrong. First impressions once on board are the cabin looks nice, but as I expected. The crew are friendly. My seat for this flight will be 22A. Now let's take a quick look at the seat features. Legroom is good for a short flight. It feels like 31 inches rather than 32 to me, but it is supposed to be 32 I think. There's a seat back pocket which contains some literature, but it wasn't the cleanest and this one doesn't contain a safety card, but some of the other seats do. There's a pretty standard tray table which you can adjust back and forth but you can't fold it. Then there is an adjustable in-flight entertainment screen which is a decent size, but it's not working on the ground. On the bottom of it there's a USB-A port and an audio port. The seats do not seem to feature coat hooks. The padding is pretty decent, but there's no adjustable headrests. The seats are upholstered with leather of some sort, which is nice. Also, the seat width is decent. Seems to be quite a full flight.
Batik Air to destination to Denpasar, Bali. The flight time to Denpasar, Bali is 1 hour.
It's now time for pushback, about 3 minutes behind schedule.
According to the civil aviation regulations, we want to schedule put aboard our kapal. Please pay attention to our flight attendants. Sabuk pegapan Anda dipasang seperti ini dan dengan cekal seperti ini. Silakan pull the strap to unfasten the belt with the buckle. Pesawat Airbus A320 dilengkapi dengan 8 pintu dan jendela darurat. Airbus A320 is with emergency exit. To doors in front cabin, forward cabin and two doors in up cabin. Bagi tamu yang keluar menggunakan sayap pelapuk keringpangan setelah Anda berada di atas sayap. Untuk pakai baju pelapuk kerasnya, like wheel to only bring flags in water.
By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far and you'd like to see more like it, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really help me and the channel out so much with being able to make more of these videos and would be very much appreciated. But if you don't want to, that's completely okay. It's now time for takeoff on runway 35. Now after some beautiful views before the in-flight service, let's take a look at the entertainment options. Here's a quick look through the in-flight magazine, which looks pretty good with some English stuff. Unfortunately, the in-flight entertainment screen doesn't turn on anymore. It's now just streaming entertainment done via the app Tripper, which is used by some other Lion Air Group airlines, including Super Airjet. I was lucky I downloaded it on the ground just in case. When I flew with Batik Air in 2022, it was on a 737, but the in-flight entertainment screen did work, albeit with a very limited selection. So it's a little bit disappointing to see that they've switched to streaming entertainment, but the streaming entertainment has a decent selection of movies considering, as well as games among other things. No in-flight map I don't think though, but I think there might be an overall wider selection than there was on the in-flight entertainment screens. What do you think about streaming entertainment versus seatback screens? Feel free to let me know in the comments. Now it's time for the in-flight service. It's good to see that Batik Air does at least still offer complimentary snacks and a cup of water. I was able to figure out that the bread was cheese bread of some sort by the Indonesian text, and I think some people got chocolate bread, and I'm not sure if there were other flavours as well. You didn't seem to get to pick though. The bread was a little bit sweet with a cream cheese filling or something, which was nice. The cabin crew just handed stuff out like there was no small talk or anything. I gather there's buy on board as well. There is a QR code on the back of the seat, but there's no proper Wi-Fi, just the network for streaming entertainment. And I wasn't able to open the QR code link with that. By the way, the seat recline was pretty standard.
Di Bandara Udara Internasional Gusti Ngurah di Denpasar, Bali. Terima kasih. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we shall be landing at the Gusti Ngurah the International Airport of Denpasar, Bali. Please sit on your seat, fasten your seatbelt, put your seatbelt in the upright position.
Now as we're descending into Bali, please allow me to conclude this experience with Batik Air. The pre-flight experience with not being able to select seats until check-in wasn't amazing, but I was able to do it for free during check-in, albeit using book cabin. Anyway, the airport experience with check-in and bag drop was good. Boarding wasn't the most organised, but not too chaotic, so not bad. The cabin wasn't super clean and some safety cards were missing, but otherwise it's good. For a full service carrier, the seats are decent. Though not amazing, but for the price, which is often not much more than a low-cost carrier, it's great. It's a shame that they've chosen to deactivate the seatback entertainment system and switch to streaming entertainment, but it's not a big deal, and at least it's still free, and there's a more decent selection I think. And it's nice that there's a magazine. The cabin crew were friendly enough. In-flight service was good, but nothing special. Basically what I'd hoped for, because I was a bit worried that they might have removed the in-flight service. The menu thing is a bit odd, and also you need to have Tripper downloaded before the flights to use entertainment. So overall it's been a decent experience, but there's a few things that could be improved and a few confusing / strange things. I would fly with them again, but wouldn't rush back to do so. It's in theory a good option in that it's more premium than low-cost carriers, but not much more, but it's a bit confusing and not the cleanest. Garuda's a lot better, but also a lot more expensive. I'd love to try Pushback Air. I feel like they might be a great option similar to Batik Air with price. Would you like to see a Pushback Air review? Feel free to let me know in the comments. We'll soon pull into the gate about 1 minute early, but for now please enjoy the rest of the approach and landing on Denpasar Gusti Ngurah International Airport's runway 09er. Para tamu kami yang terhormat, selamat datang di Bandara Udara
internasional di Gusti Ngurah di Denpasar, Bali. Kami mohon Anda untuk tetap duduk sampai tanda kenakan sabuk pengaman dipadamkan dan pesawat berhenti dengan sempurna pada tempatnya. Kami ingatkan agar berhati-hati pada saat membuka bagasi di atas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gusti Ngurah International Airport of Denpasar, Bali. Please return to your seat. I should say, please remain seated till the seatbelt sign is switched off and the aircraft is come to a complete stop. On behalf of Batik Air, Captain Norman Kurniawan and the crew would like to say thank you for flying with us today. We look forward to seeing you again on Batik Air. Attention to all transit passengers.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all so much for watching this video. I'd also like to thank all of my incredible Patreons for helping to make these videos possible. Their support is truly so much appreciated, and I couldn't do what I do without them. So thank you so much to them. Terima kasih. Bye. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you in my next one next Saturday at 5 PM Melbourne time.